it's Kristi. Thanks for joining. How's your day? I hope you are having a good day so far and you are ready to move together. I've got a session for us planned here on the mat, and we are going to be using hand weights or balls that are weighted. So just an inspiration from different posts that have been put up on Instagram. I thought I would string some things together and show you just sort of a simple sequence we can move through using weights. Weights are obviously always interesting because it adds to the challenge as well as develops the muscles a little bit more in their strength and in definitely giving a bit more physical definition to the muscles. So we all like that. So I just thought I would show us different ways in which we can add hand weights into our Pilates routine. All right, so let's get moving and go ahead and join me on your mat. We are going to start lying down on the floor on our backs. Make sure you've got your hand weights nearby. And I suggest anything between 2 and 5. 5 is clearly going to get quite heavy as the repetitions continue. I'm working with 3 pounds, if you're wondering what I'm working with. So, all right, let's get going. Go ahead and bring your seat just slightly forward of the middle of your mat. Lie yourself down onto your back, and let's bring your hand weights just onto the front of your hip bones here. Line your feet up with your sit bones. Take a nice big inhale, and with your exhale, I just want you to slowly start to peel your spine up, lifting your hips up towards the ceiling, reaching your knees away from you. Keep those hand weights on your hips. So really your hips and your glutes are what is lifting the weight right now. Your hands are just holding them there so they don't roll away. Take an inhale here at the top. Exhale, softly swallow. Soften the back of your throat. Soften your sternum. Let those low ribs come down. Slowly roll through your lumbar spine. Don't skip any segments, and bring it all the way back down to your tail and relax. Again, exhale, scoop the belly, press the low back down as you peel the tailbone up and off, reaching the knees away from you, lifting those hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale at the top. Exhale, round it down, nice and slow, really segmenting that spine, bringing one vertebra down at a time. Really squeeze your glutes so you can really articulate through that lumbar spine, and bring it all the way down and release. Again, exhale, rounding to lift up and peel off. Lift it all the way up. Now be careful here that you don't pop your chest open. So the backs of the shoulders are down on the mat, but your ribs are just comfortably sunken down while the hips are in line with your shoulders. So make sure you're not here. Really squeeze your glutes. And this is the last time we're going to roll it down with articulation. Nice and slow, lengthening that spine, reaching the tail through your legs. Inhale, relax, open the pelvis at the bottom. Exhale, scooping around to lift it back up. Take an inhale at the top here. From here, no more articulation. We're going to tap the glutes straight back down to the mat. Squeeze the glutes and lift your hips. Tap to lower, squeeze to lift. Little tap. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. That's it. So just really lightly using your hands to help you keep those weights right over your hips and they don't escape and roll away. But what's lifting the weight is your glutes underneath you. That's it. You can check with your line of sight to make sure your knees are staying in line with your second toe or second toes. So make sure those knees don't start to go out or in towards each other. Let's go for 3, tap, 2, tap, 1, lift and hold it here. Good. From here, you're going to bring the weights into your hands. We're going to lift the elbows up. Really make sure the backs of the shoulders are rooted down into your mat. Squeeze your glutes, don't drop your hips. From here, you're just going to straighten the arms up to the ceiling, bend the elbows. arms to ceiling, elbows to ceiling. So my elbows aren't moving in space. I'm just bending and straightening as I stay lifted in this bridge. Good. We go for 6 and 5 and 4, 3 and 2. Last one. Hold your arms straight up, anchor your shoulders down, and articulate your spine down. Reaching that spine through your legs, roll it down. Good. Very good. Relax the pelvis at the bottom. From here, bring these weights behind your head at the base of your skull, okay? Rest your head onto the weights and open your elbows wide. We're going to take an exhale and curl head, neck, and shoulders forward. Follow the weights with you, and exhale forward and inhale back. So careful that your elbows stay wide and your hands are holding all of the weight. The weights are following you as you crunch forward, but this is a great way to add even more definition to your core. Exhale, folding forward, inhale back. Exhale forward, inhale back. Good. And 3, inhale back. 2, inhale back. 1, hold it here. Lengthen your arms straight out in front of you, palms facing in. From here, you're going to lift those arms up and back behind the head without falling back. So keep your chest lift forward and then reach the arms forward. Inhale as you go back. Exhale forward. Now you can play with that respiration, so you can try lifting those arms up and behind you with an exhale. That might help you to keep that connection in your core, to keep those low ribs slid down towards your hips so that you can control that upper body from going back. So play with your breathing and see what maybe works for you. Challenge yourself, change it up a little bit. One more. Reach the arms long in front of you. From here, open wide to a T, reach forward. Open and reach. Keep that curl forward. So the head and neck is supported by the bust, right? The bust of the upper body, because the farther curled forward you are, the head and neck can be perpendicular to the floor, okay? And ideally, so they're supported. I know the neck can get tired sometimes, so this is a good way to just slowly build the muscles in the front of the neck, okay, to hold the neck up. If it's too much, you can always put your head down or put one hand behind your head, maybe for a few repetitions, and then come back up again. Hold your arms forward here. We're going to go right arm up, left arm out, and reach forward. And opposite. The arm that goes out, we'll follow it with our gaze. Good. That's it. Now, you can squeeze your legs and your feet together here. That will help you to stay down that center line. If you choose to keep your feet lined up with the sit bones as we started, really anchor your hips into the floor here so that you don't twist through the hips as you open the arms in this position. That's it, guys. Let's go 2 more on each side. 1 more on each side. Keep breathing. Last one. And slowly roll everything down and bring your head down onto the mat. You can turn your head from left to right, just kind of loosen everything up there. Good. And then from here, lift your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Anchor the backs of those shoulders into your mat. We're going to lift back up into your bridge. Take a nice big exhale and slowly peel your spine up. Reaching your knees away, lift those hips up. Bend your elbows, directing the elbows up towards the ceiling. From this position, lift your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. You're going to lower the right leg down without dropping the right hip. Pick it back up again, straighten the arms up towards the sky. Lower and bend, straighten, lift. Lower, bend, straighten, lift. That's it. Focus on precision here. Make sure the body is very still, just the arms and the leg is moving. Hips don't drop. They stay square to the ceiling. Good. We go for 2 more. Squeeze that left glute. 1 more. Good. From here, bend the elbows. Bring the right foot down. Left foot straight up towards the ceiling. It lowers down and away. Lift it up and straighten the arms. Bend to lower. Straighten, lift. Bend lower. Straighten, lift. Keep the backs of those shoulders down against the mat. That will help your stability. That's it. Don't fall into the hamstrings. Keep strengthening that glute underneath you. We have 3 and 2. 1 more. Bend the elbows, bring the foot down, lift the hips higher, straighten the arms up towards the ceiling, and roll it down 1 vertebra at a time. Good. And then lengthen your legs long on the floor, arms down by your sides. Good job, you guys. All right, from here, let's keep our hand weights in our hands. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Bring the weights together, hands together. Take a big inhale, point your toes. Exhale, we're going to roll it all the way up. Rounding all the way forward, nose over your knees. And then slowly restack your spine to seated tall. Okay, I'm just scooting back a little bit here. So I'm centered in my mat. And let's keep your legs together. Flex your feet. We're going to bring your weights just in front of the sternum, elbows nice and wide here. We're just going to do a little spine twist. So you're going to inhale, twist to the left, exhale, face center. Inhale, twist to the right, exhale, center. Keeping those weights right in front of your sternum. So you don't want to let them go left to right. We're really trying to target the rotation right around your rib cage. That's it. Couple more. Keep trying to lift that spine nice and tall. Keep breathing. Last one to the right. That's it. Open your legs to the width of your mat. Keep your feet flexed and pushing out forward through your heels. From here, weights stay in front of your sternum. Twist to the left. Open your arms to a T. You're going to lean over yourself and reach your right arm past the outside of the left foot. Come back and face center. Twist, open, round over and forward, lift back up and face center. So this is our saw, just using hand weights to make it a bit more challenging as we round over to really pull back. Pull that belly button back behind you. Send your right hip back as you lean over to the left. So think our body works using oppositional pulls. So as you're leaning over to the left, pull the right hip back. Press the heels forward. And one more to the right. And sit up straight and tall. Good. Bring your legs back together and your hand weights behind you, farther away from your shoulders. Get the heels of your hands on to your hand weights. If you have handheld ones, you'll keep that hand hold and your fists will be facing in towards each other. If you have balls like me, you have the option of your fingertips pointing out or your fingertips pointing forward, okay? So I'm going to choose out, and I'm a little slippery on my ball here. I want you to anchor your heels into the floor. Point your toes. from here, squeeze your glutes underneath you. Wrap the backs of your thighs together and lift the hips up, chest up. Just look up and forward, so not up towards the ceiling, up and forward. And then lower the hips back down. Exhale, squeeze, wrap, and lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale, squeeze, wrap, and lift. Hold it here. You're going to bend the elbows and lift. Bend and lift. Bend and lift. 3 more. Bend, lift. Keep squeezing your glutes. Try not to drop the hips. Lift. Now sit the hips back down. Bring your arms forward. Shake them out if you need to. We're going to go back up with single leg kicks, okay? If you guys liked this video and you want to see more, I invite you to come to my website at goneadventuringpilates.com and register for free. The link is in the description of this video. Join me for more adventures and let's have fun moving together.